Okay, Liverpool against Chelsea match reaction. This is something new that we're doing on the channel. I'll do this in one take, very, very minimal editing. And I just want to give my thoughts of what I thought about the game. Something positive and something negative about each team. From Liverpool's side, from Chelsea's side. I'll probably end up giving each team a score out of 10 on how well they played. And then I'll also be picking 3 outstanding players by the end of the video. But just to start off, of course, the biggest game of this Premier League weekend, the first match day. And, on paper, what a way to start to kick things off, Two of the biggest teams in England going up against each other. It was just, at times during the game, very, very boring. I was entertained at times, especially in that first half. We had 4 goals, 2 of them disallowed, with the score ending up being 1-1 for each team. It was quite entertaining towards the latter stage of the first half, but the second half it just dragged on. It was just lackluster. It was like both teams had no ideas. And something I said at the beginning of my watch along is that you look at both benches and there wasn't really much that they could come up with to try and impact the game. Liverpool, of course, had Curtis Jones and Darwin Núñez, but neither one of them really did much. Chelsea had Mudryk on the bench. I don't know why Mudryk didn't come on any earlier when you had Sterling and Nicholas Jackson stinking up the place. They weren't doing anything. Even on the little cameo that Mudryk had, he was able to at least bring a bit of excitement into this Chelsea team. But again, besides the point, both teams in the second half, a much more lackluster game. It just dragged on, as I said. Whereas in the first half, you had a bit more entertaining. You had both teams going for it. And in the first half, I've kind of thought Liverpool kind of got themselves into this sticky situation. I thought they had the game in control after the 18th, 15th minute when they scored that goal. Then they had that one disallowed. And then they let Chelsea score a scrappy goal from a corner, then ended up going back into a cross. They let Chelsea score an easy, scrappy goal. And then the last 15 minutes of the first half, 10 minutes of the first half, it was just giving Chelsea. It was giving Chelsea all the way. They scored that other goal. Chilwell scored it. It was disallowed. But when you're on top of the game, when you're in control, you can't let another team get that type of confidence, because things like this happen. Because Liverpool could have sealed the deal here. But again, still a lot of football to be played. One positive thing from Chelsea that I liked, I loved what Enzo Fernandez did. I thought Gallagher was alright. I love seeing what Thiago Silva also did. Again, this Chelsea team, if I have to say one bad thing, is going to be that their attack stinks at the minute. Chelsea's attack stinks, but the fact that they were able to hold out the likes of Salah, Jota, Luis Diaz, McAllister, and Dominic should not go unnoticed. I know these guys didn't have the best performances of their lives today, but should not go unnoticed. On the Liverpool end, one positive thing I have to say about Liverpool is that in those first 25 minutes, it looked like a very solid team. I liked the cameos from McAllister and Dominic. It's just, now I'm going to come into the negative thing. This team desperately needs a CDM. You can't play like this all season, man. You can't play like this. They need to unlock McAllister and Dominic, 2 players that are extremely gifted, very good technically, but you can't have McAllister playing CDM. I don't mind Trent coming into the middle like he did at times during the game, but that just leaves your right side a bit too exposed. And when you don't have a CDM to try and cover that, it's just too much hassle, too much work. And going up against a better side than Chelsea, you will get exposed for that. 2 positive things from each team. Now 3 players that I think really stood out for me today. As I said, Enzo Fernandez was amazing. I love seeing Enzo Fernandez, one of the very best midfielders in the league. Very hard to see Enzo Fernandez doing a mistake. Always makes the right pass, whether it is on the build-up play from the back, whether it is on the final third, whether it is when he has to take a player on. Enzo Fernandez is very, very good. Another stand-up player for me today, I have to say, I'm going to pick Salah in that first half. I think Salah in that first half was playing very well, but again, towards the second half, he kind of diminished. But that first half cameo from Salah, I really enjoyed. And my third player has to be Thiago Silva. Take a bow to that man. Round of applause. Thiago Silva, how old is he now? I don't know. Again, I'm not going to edit this. He's mid to late 30s, and this man puts up a performance. Especially this tackle where Darwin was going off. He had a bit of space, and Thiago Silva shot him down straight away. A lot of work to do for both teams. Again, it's only the beginning of the season. I'm not too impressed with either team, but at the same time, there are some positive to take from both sides. The last thing I'll say about Liverpool is, Klopp, you no longer have Bobby Firmino. Your dynamic up front will need to change. You need to try. Your system needs to accommodate Darwin Núñez. Darwin is not a technical player. He's not going to drop deep to get the ball. He's not going to be going on the wing a lot. But Darwin is still, in my opinion, a good finisher. He was a good finisher in that last year of Benfica. Last year, he didn't have a good season, but let's not forget what Darwin is like at his core. I'm dropping a video on Darwin tomorrow, which hopefully explains that a little bit better. But you need to find a system where Darwin Núñez can be accommodated, or sell the guy, because then there's no point. If you're not going to get the most out of him, sell the guy. But anyways, guys, that is the end. Sorry, that is my match reaction. Thank you for watching to the end. You're much appreciated. Thank you for supporting this channel. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all those things to help me grow this channel. And I'll see you soon.